Hello everyone, welcome back to another session. Today's video is gonna work through the Windows Server redundancy in between two network interface cards. We're gonna go NIC teaming to explain in details about and description what it does and what is useful for you. This is a very good feature in Windows Server as you have the redundancy, just one option with different physical network interface card. NIC teaming gives us load balancing and redundancy with our networking and is very easy to configure in Windows Server 2019. We're gonna create a team out of these two network interface card, which makes it look like one network interface card. That's going to give us some load balancing, so we can use both network interface card at the same time, and it's going to give us some redundancy. Network interface card connected to switch 1 and another network interface card is connected to switch 2, but traffic can flow all around if switch goes down, so we can get the connectivity. In that case, if one network interface card goes down, then the other network interface card is still up and running. We will use two network interface cards, but we can use more if we need it. So let's create a team in between two network interface cards. Let's go to Windows Server and we will configure step by step how you can create NIC card teaming. Now we are in Windows Server 2019. To configure network team, we need to go to Server Manager. We can see the Server Manager dashboard. To create NIC card teaming, we need to go to local server. Here we can see option NIC teaming, and the present status is now showing disable because of we haven't configured NIC card teaming before. So we will configure now. To create NIC card teaming, we need to click here. We can see the NIC teaming option. To create NIC card team, we need to go to task in the down drop, and here click new team. Under the team name, name it. I'm giving the name team 1. There's our two network interface card that we want to use in our team. There's some additional properties down that we're gonna be talking. Click here. We can see teaming mode, and the present status is showing switch independent. If we click down drop, we can see static teaming, switch independent LACP. Switch independent, it doesn't matter which network interface card is plugged into which switch. So if we have multiple switches that are connected to each other, we can connect one network interface card to one switch and it will work just fine, and that it's very easy setup, and that actually we can give us redundancy. So we will be select in teaming mode switch independent, and we can see load balancing mode. Here if we click down drop, we can see address hash Hyper-V port and the last dynamic. Hyper-V port and address hash, these two are old load balancing mode. Here is we will select dynamic because this is really best. It rebalance loads in real time, so we will use dynamic. And for the primary team interface, if I click on this down, we specify in the specific VLAN. So for example, if the port on the switch were connected to or configured as a trunk, in this case configured to be any specific VLAN. I mean, if you want to declare this NIC card teaming will be under one VLAN, specific VLAN, you can specify the VLAN ID in that box. So in my case, we'll do the default VLAN. Click OK. Then the tick mark these two LAN card. Just to review the configuration, what we did, we select teaming mode, switch independent, load balancing mode dynamic, and the VLAN is a default VLAN. So let's click OK. Now it will take a second for ready, but our configuration is done. To verify our configuration, let's go to Networks and Sharing Center. We can see there is a new logical network interface card which call them Team1, and this is the one which we have configured, so we can put IP address on it. We have assigned IP address, and these two network interface card is connected in the same network in different switch. If we go to this network interface card 1, if we go to the properties, we can see all the check mark is removed. These two are now merged to this logical interface. Say for example, if this network interface card goes down, still we can get the connection. If we send request to Google DNS, let's see what gonna happen. We can get the reply. Okay, if we disconnect one network interface from this network, let's have a look what is gonna happen. Physically, I have removed the cable from the server network interface 2, and you can see this is disconnected, but still we can get the connectivity. So that's how you can configure network team to do redundancy. Thank you so much for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.